Hi everybody, it's Hannah Studley from the Mind Body Institute, and today's video is about noise sensitivity. And I know this can be a big problem for a lot of people. It can feel very painful at times, it can make you feel agitated, which could lead to lack of sleep, and then we start feeling very tired. So there's a lot of things involved with noise sensitivity. Now, I've had it to a certain degree, and I learned some really important things about this. So one is that my noise sensitivity, I find it gets worse the lower my mood is. So let's think about that for a minute. As your mood is going down, and you might feel like, a bit annoyed by certain sounds, as I get into a lower mood, my sensitivity is going to get worse because of my lower mood, right? Nobody in a low mood is going to tolerate things that are painful or uncomfortable well. And there's a lot of science to back this up, that all kinds of pains are much more intolerable when we're in a low mood. And when we go back up into a better mood, it's almost like the noise went away. Well, so it's got a lot to do with our state of mind and our mood levels. The other thing that I notice, and this is particularly from me, and you can tell me if you identify with this, but certain noises annoy me a lot more. And what are those certain noises? They're usually things that I think are wrong, right? And in my experience, most people with chronic pain are perfectionists. We have a lot of issues with justice and kind of judgmental, and we like to be the police officer, and I was actually called that once. And so we like to control and monitor our situations. So let's say, for example, the neighbors are making a lot of noise. Maybe they're having a party, or maybe they're just, playing loud music. Well, it's okay for a little bit. Anybody can have a party, but now it's been going on for too long. It's getting late, it's getting louder. The kids are asleep, you're waking the kids up. See how my indignation and my judgment are making me more agitated. And in those moments, I found it feels like the noise is getting louder. I experience this in the swimming pool. I go to a water aerobics class every week, and it's been a really interesting journey when I started noticing that the ladies in the pool are talking too much, and they're talking and the noise is bouncing off the water and it's hurting my ears, and I get indignant, and this is not how to do an exercise class, and now the teacher's joining in. Can you hear my agitation, my judgment? My brain is sort of recognizing now that this is wrong, and so wrong goes in the danger box. I always talk about the brain understands safety and danger because it doesn't speak English or Spanish or French or any other language. And so noise sensitivity has a lot to do with judgment, with state of mind, with what mood we're in. And I found that the better my mood, and these days I'm usually in pretty good mood, my noise sensitivity has pretty much gone away. And if I do notice something that's a little bit loud, then or makes me a little uncomfortable, I can check, what kind of mood am I in? It's actually good information. It's letting me know that maybe I'm heading into a low mood, and it's actually more about me than the noisy neighbors. Now, yeah, neighbors should be considerate, but my reaction, my response to that is telling me where I'm at. And if you're having trouble with agitation, judgment, and all these things, which you can now start seeing are leading to not just noise sensitivity, but all kinds of physical issues, then reach out to me, because I've had all that and it's gone away. There is a solution, there is a way out. So let me know what you think, and I'd love to share with you what helped me. Okay, take care and have a great day. Bye.